Hello everybody, this is Kai Frost. This is my Icebreaker / first speech of the Ron Paul Curriculum Public Speaking Program. And so far I have been enjoying these lessons. Most of these speeches have been rather fun to listen to, mainly because they came from TED. And I guess I should begin the speech with some of my interests. My interests include video games. Mainly Legend of Zelda or Okami, pretty much like the open world exploring kind of games from Nintendo or Capcom or people like that. Indie developers too. I play a lot of indie games, and most of them are really inspirational for me because I'm also an artist, so these backgrounds and character designs really do show off a lot to me as an artist to see, oh, one day I could do that. I'm gonna be able to do that. Be amazing. And yeah, but usually I don't draw a lot of backgrounds, and I don't usually color my art because I mainly draw on pencils, and my art teacher gets a little bit mad when I try to color in without inking anything. I am on the way, though, to trying to become a digital artist. I want to be able to do cool things like that. And mainly because I also kind of want to draw my own pictures instead of commissioning other people to draw pictures for me, even though it is a lot of fun to see all the things that they do. And, well, another hobby that I have, other than drawing and playing video games, is probably reading books, even though I do this a lot less than all of the other activities I've previously mentioned, mainly because of time and schoolwork can get in the way sometimes and all that kind of stuff. But one of my favorite books is probably Harry Potter. Harry Potter, like that series, magical and whimsical, but also like really serious later on in the series. Pun not intended for those of you who know what I was doing. And seriously though, like these books are really well written and the characters are really well thought out most of the time. So yeah, pretty much a huge inspiration, especially because I'm also sort of an aspiring writer. This is probably the least done of all of my hobbies because no one has any time for writing, and plus it is such a stressful thing that I have to have a cup of tea for every word that I have to write down. And usually, like, I focus more on drawing than writing because that's the career I want to pursue. I want to be an artist or an animator or a coder or something like that for a CG TV show or a traditional, like, Steven Universe kind of style drawing. And that kind of confuses my uncles a little bit whenever they ask me, oh, hey Kai, what college do you want to go to? And I'm always like, oh, well, I want to go to Cal Arts because, that's where a lot of Pixar and Disney animators came from. And they all kind of look at me and go, you really want to be an animator? And I have two reasons for why I want to be an animator. One, because it just looks like so much fun to be able to make moving pictures. And I also want to be able to put the ideas that I have in my head onto paper or the screen, technically, I guess, for animation like this. And also, I want to animate my own book that I was writing, because that book actually started from a creative writer assignment that I had last year in 2016. Excuse me. I had to write 1,000 words, and when I did write it, I ended up doubling the word count. I wrote like 2,200 words or something like that. And my mom read it, and she goes, you do know that you only had to write 1,000? I goes, yes, Mom, I know that I had to do that. And she read it, and she's like, okay, this is actually, Kai, this is really good. Why don't we, this is like a chapter 1 of a book. And I go, should I write chapter 2? And my mom goes, you should definitely write a chapter 2. Because I would love to read this. I have a lot of friends that would love to read this. This is a good premise for a book. A bunch of weird people living in a house together and having to pretty much survive each other. Even though it's kind of a already done premise. So, yeah, that's the book I'm writing. And it's going to be a lot of fun. And I would really appreciate if I was able to teach myself enough to animate scenes from the book stuff like that. But really, everything that I'm interested, I owe to my little sister, my roommate. Her bed is like right there, on that side of the room. And I'm actually recording this on an art table. She sews, she draws, she sings too. She sings really well. And we're just kind of balls of inspiration for each other. Like, we'll bounce stories off of each other and we'll collaborate on certain ideas, and it's just such a fun thing to do, to share a room with your sister. So pretty much ideas aren't really kept secret for that long. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. My time's running up. So this is Kai Frost signing out, and I'm going to be posting these on my YouTube and my WordPress. Both of them are called Academic. And yes, I know it's a pun. It's my mom's idea. It was brilliant, okay? It's brilliant. And I'm going to be posting more speeches and stuff on my YouTube and my WordPress. So if you're interested in those, go ahead, take a look at them. And maybe subscribe to my YouTube channel. Until then, goodbye.